Yo, what's good? It's your guy Brahma, and we're here to demo the Apeshyt Symphony VST plugin. Okay, so check this out real quick. We're gonna go through all of the banks and probably about 3 or 4 of the sounds in each bank. Right now, we're gonna get right to it too. We're not gonna waste no time. Right now, we have this ensemble of golden brass. It's in the brass category. Of course, Apeshyt Symphony comes with brass, keyboards, mallets, strings, woodwinds, anything that you could think of, everything in between. There's also, for those who got the pre-order, will get the Baboon bass expansion, which is an exclusive expansion with 20 banging basses. Not every producer will get this, only the ones who did the pre-order, okay? So check this out. We're gonna go through the brass first. This one's called Ensemble of Golden Brass, which is a brass ensemble with trumpets, horns, trombones, anything you could think of. Okay. Sounds very, very Olympian. And there's reverb on it. You can always turn the reverb off if you want to. You could add some delay to it if you want to. And it's set to go with the tempo of your DAW, so whatever tempo you have it set at, the delay is going to follow that. Okay, so the next brass we have is Horns of Baphomet. Now, just by that, you already know this sounds pretty mean. Okay. Crazy, sounds like something straight out of a Braveheart movie. And this is definitely has a lot of French horn in it. It's almost an ensemble in itself. So French horns, English horns, pretty dope-ish. Okay, so check this next one out. We got Trombone of Titans. Now, you know this one's heavy. Right? Goes pretty low. Turn the reverb off. Pretty crazy, man. That got a sharp, very sharp bite to it. Okay, so Trumpet of Triumph. Now you can already hear by this. This is about victory. This is about the warrior winning the war on some 300-ish. Very symphonic, very orchestral. We could turn the reverb off. Add the delay so you could hear it. Okay? And hear how big and symphonic, orchestral, cinematic these sounds are. Tuba to Timbuktu. A little tongue twister there, got me caught up a little bit. But this is the tuba. There's only one tuba in this whole set of brass. Pretty low. right? So if you wanna have that heavy, heavy baritone sound in your mix, you definitely need that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one, harpsichord of Lords. Now we're in the keyboard bank, and the keyboards have harpsichords, organs, pianos, a celesta. There's in there. So check this one out. So you can get your Beethoven on with that. Now I'm a little rusty, so excuse my chops. I'm no Chopin, but I'm just doing this to show you how funky you can get with these. So harpsichord gets pretty low. We turn the reverb off. Right? That mug is chopping. Okay, so let's go to organ of ancient temples. And all of the names are very inspiring. The names are designed to help you dig into your creative imagination, your subconscious mind. We're very visual creators as music producers. We could see a scenic route somewhere, or we could see a picture that we've never seen before. And it's going to inspire us to draw from our well of creation, our endless well of creation within. So these names are designed to do just that. So organ of ancient temples, you can see that in your mind. It's very visual. Right? That's almost like some Count Dracula kind of ish right there. So anyway, and there's quite a few organs in here that you're going to get to play with. I wanted to highlight this one because this is one of my favorite ones, the organ of ancient temples. So let's go to the next one, and that has no reverb. Let's add a little bit just to. Sounds very big. Now, when you add the reverb to it, sounds like you're in a church. Sounds like you're really inside of a temple, right? Okay. So, piano of Pythagoras. Let's hear this one. This one's pretty funky. And they're all velocity focused, in the sense of, when I say that, I mean, if I hit just kind of soft, it's gonna just be basic level. If I hit it, it's gonna open up. So I made sure that we focus on the velocity aspects of these sounds, so that depending on how hard you hit them, how they respond, that's gonna determine how they respond. Just like playing a real instrument, because we wanted this to sound as real as possible. Okay. Very dope, very dope. We didn't add any reverb to it. I think you get the gist of how it's going to sound once you add the reverb to it, though. Okay, so we're going to go through Bells of Ice Palace. Now, those definitely sound like they're very icy bells. Like you could imagine yourself somewhere in Antarctica or something. They're very responsive, as I said. That sounds like an Eminem song. Um, okay, so Glockenspiel of Spain. That's a very tongue twister kind of too. But like I said, the very visual name so that you can draw from your creative well. Okay, and that one's pretty dry too. I didn't add any reverb or anything to it, any delay or anything. Some of the sounds, excuse me, some of the sounds do have reverb and stuff preset, but you could always change it, as I said. And we haven't even messed with the LFOs and all of that, because once you start doing that, you take it to a whole nother level. Like, it becomes endless at this point as far as the sounds you can create with this. This one's cello sorcery. Crazy. Add some distortion to that. We add a glide to it. Make it mono. Actually, legato. Let's do that. Turn the glide up. Crazy. Endless possibilities. You would never really hear that on the cello unless you're like Timbaland or something. That's the only person I could think of that would add glide to a cello and make it and put it in legato mode. We could even filter it out. Now it becomes a bass at that point, right? That's what I'm saying. Endless possibilities. Your creativity has no limits with Apeshyt Symphony. Okay, so actually that popped up because I changed one of the sounds. Bear with me one moment. Okay, Coven of Cellos. Let's go to that one. Yeah, I changed one of the sounds and I forgot to reset the instrument after I changed it, so bear with me. Coven of Cellos. Crazy, man. These are the most crisp, clear cellos you'll ever hear. I promise you. Dark violin. This is one of my favorite ones too. We wanted to make these sound as real as possible, yet have a hint of uniqueness to where you don't know where these came from, like they came from another world, a whole nother dimension. That's the true power of Apeshyt Symphony. Phantom violin. Crazy. Strings of empathy. So this is a string ensemble with quite a few different strings, cellos, violas, violins, all mixed in. Pretty crazy. Strings of empathy. Victorian violin. Play it at the lower end, it could become a cello. Crazy. Crazy, man. That's all I can say. These sounds is out of this world. Clarinet of clarion. So there are this, so now we're walking in, we just left the strings bank. Now we're walking into the woodwinds bank, which has clarinets, recorders, oboes, piccolos, a bunch of great sounding flute-like woodwind instruments. Very orchestral. Like if you listen to any of Beethoven's symphonies, Mozart, they got that flute back there that's floating. That's the same kind of flute that you'll be playing with inside Apeshyt Symphony. A clarinet specifically is what this is. Even if we mess with the LFO a little bit, I don't want to get too carried away. You can kind of give it like that true vibrato of a clarinet or a flute. Flutes of Persia. Right? Very orchestral. So flutes of Persia. Now here's the bank. Here's the expansion I talked about that not everyone is going to be able to get. This is only for those who pre-ordered Apeshyt Symphony. So if you're watching this video and it's at the time of making your pre-order, do it now because these baboon basses are crazy. Right? Very, very crazy. They're upright acoustic basses, something that you would hear in a jazz lounge or at a symphony. Okay, but we put a twist on them. They're a little bit more funky. It really sounds like a baboon is slapping that mug, and we threw an amp on it. So baboon bass number 2, and these will definitely inspire you beyond other kind of basses because they have a whole nother character to them. It sounds like somebody's really plucking it. Okay, and go to the next one. Oops, a little stumble. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that so that you could hear the essence of this plugin. We haven't even went through a whole quarter of the sounds. We just went through 22 of the sounds. There's over 100 sounds in here right now counting, and we're still building and adding on to it. If you're watching this video before the launch, we're at 113 sounds right now, including the baboon basses. And like I said, it could go up because we're still perfecting and tweaking and adding to the arsenal of this bad boy. So if you're watching this and it's at the pre-order time, grab yours right now. If not, if it's later, I'm sorry you missed out. You'll probably never hear these baboon basses again. Sorry for you, but definitely grab it if you still can at this time. You definitely want to pre-order Apeshyt Symphony ASAP. Have this in your arsenal if you want to make banging beats, if you want to become the Beethoven of beat making, if you want to show off like Chopin, you definitely need Apeshyt Symphony in your arsenal. All right? Catch you on the flip side. Peace, love, and beats. I'm out of here.